वचन। ओम Hands up! Welcome, clap, go! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Respected principal, sir. Respected principal, sir. Law. Respected principal, sir. Lauded teachers, and my dear students. Good morning, one and all know that we have gathered over here to celebrate the National Science Day. On this occasion, I request our respected principal sir to begin this function with our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony and by offering flowers to the portrait of Dr. KV Raman. Sir, please.
शुभं करोति कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदां शुभं करोति धनसम्पदां सद्बुद्धि विनाशाय दीपं ज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपं ज्योति नमोस्तुते दीपं ज्योति नमोस्तुते या कुन्देतु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्राविता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मा माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापहा ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Thank you very much, sir. I request all to have a seat. Then I would like to request Mr. Tushar Kumar Swain sir to welcome our guest by offering the bouquet.
Clap, go!
Thank you, sir. Now I will request Corina and team to perform the welcome song. Science may set limits to knowledge, but should not set limits to imagination. Students, can you see the portrait in front of you? Do you know him?
Yes, sir.
Who is he? Very good. He is Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkatraman, who has introduced science in India. He was the first Indian physicist who got the Nobel Prize. National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the great discovery of C.V. Raman. To elaborate more about the celebration of National Science Day, I would like to invite Subhangini Sahu of Class 8 to the forum. Subhangini.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Respected principal sir and all my teachers and my dear friends. I would like to say thank you to give me such a great opportunity to say something about National Science Day. My name is Subhangini Das of Class 8. Today I am going to speak few words on National Science Day. National Science Day is celebrated on February 28 across in India. It is celebrated for the invention of Raman effect by the great Indian physicist Sir Chandrasekhar Sir Raman on this date in the year 1928 for his contribution of the field of science. Sir Raman was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 1930 by celebrating this day as National Science Day. We show our dignity and respect to the famous Indian physicist for his contribution in the field of science. He was born on 7 November 1888 at Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu. His father's name is Chandrasekhar Ayar and mother's name is Parvati Amal. It is to the peak science and technology. As students, it is responsibility to honor the great man and his invention to the peak of science and technology. Thank you and have a nice day.
Very good, Subhangini. Very good, Subhangini. Like she said, the motto of celebration of Science Day is to inculcate the scientific attributes among the young minds. For the same purpose, I would like to invite the tiny tots of our Vidyalaya from primary section to show some interesting experiments and present their model. Adya sir, come.
Good morning, everybody. I am Adisada's class 4, roll number 2. Today I am going to tell about our solar system. Our solar system contains 8 planets, the sun and many moons. The sun is the center of our solar system. All planets go around the sun. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet to the sun. Venus is the second planet to the sun. It is the hottest planet in our solar system. Earth is the third planet in our solar system. Earth's atmosphere consists of oxygen. It is the only one planet with life on it. Mars is the fourth planet in our solar system. Mars is also described as the red planet. Jupiter is the fifth planet in our solar system. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Saturn is the fifth planet in our solar system. Saturn has 150 moons. Saturn is the second largest planet. Uranus is the sixth planet. Uranus is the first discovered with the use of a telescope. Neptune is the last planet in our solar system. Neptune is most distant planet from the sun. Neptune has 14 moons. Thank you. This is Sun, this is Mercury, this is Venus, this is Earth, this is Jupiter, this is Sun, this is Mercury, this is Venus, this is Earth, this is Mars, this is Jupiter, this is Saturn, this is Uranus, this is Neptune. Thank you.
Then I would like to invite Sasturi Panda for his presentation.
बकेट पानी है स्कूल हो जाएगा साइड में रहो पीछे नहीं साइड में रहो इस साइड आगे ओके मास्क
Water. This process will prevent clogs. This method will reduce the stress on our rivers and lakes. The rainwater harvesting will help aquatic life from getting polluted, and death needed strict laws are needed to implement the rainwater. This process will help in preventing clogs. This process will maintain a healthy water cycle in our ecosystem. Industries and agricultural sectors should be used most amounts of fresh water. Proper awareness campaigns should be conducted to educate the general public about the rainwater. The rainwater harvesting will help on tanks like this. And then the water is down to this filtration tank and also purifies the air like this. And then the water goes to our system and collected finally in this water bucket like this. Conclusion of this project. It is the collection and storage of rainwater rather than allowing it to run up. Thank you and have a nice day.
पानी डाल दो, पहले पानी डाल दो बेटा।
सुप्रभात, मेरा नाम शिवाजी राउत है। मैं कक्षा चौथी में पढ़ता हूँ। मैं आज एक साइंस एक्सपेरिमेंट दिखाने जा रहा हूँ। मेरे साइंस एक्सपेरिमेंट का नाम है टर्मरिक एंड डिटर्जेंट एक्सपेरिमेंट। इस एक्सपेरिमेंट को करने के लिए पहले हमें एक ग्लास लेना है जिसमें पानी होगा और हल्दी, डिटर्जेंट और नींबू। पहले हमें हल्दी को पानी में मिला लेना है। अब देखिए इसका रंग अभी पीला हो चुका है। अब इसके बाद हमें डिटर्जेंट को ऐड करना है। ये अभी लाल हो गया। क्या आपको पता है ये क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि जो टर्मरिक होता है उसमें टैट्रिक एसिड होता है और जो डिटर्जेंट होता है उसमें सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड बेस होता है। अगर हमें फिर से लाल से फिर पीला कलर रंग को कन्वर्ट करना है तो हमें एसिड की जरूरत पड़ेगी। एसिड के लिए हम विनेगर और नींबू को भी ऐड कर सकते हैं।
हेल्प करो और
अभी जो लेमन होता है उसमें साइट्रिक एसिड होता है और जब हमें लाल से फिर से पीला कलर को कन्वर्ट होता है तो हम इसे यूज करते हैं। थैंक यू।
Very nice presentation. Then I would like to invite sir to enlighten the students about the science day. Sir, please.
Most honorable guests on this occasion, our beloved principal sir, Kendriya Vidyalaya No. 2 Cuttack, learned colleagues, respected parents, and my dear students who are attending this meeting offline as well as online. So first of all, after a gap of 2 years, we are celebrating this Science Day on 28th February. After the gap due to the pandemic. So for that, on behalf of Kendriya Vidyalaya number 2, from my core of heart, I congratulate Madam Shraddhanjali Ojha, and let us have a huge clap for her. She has left no stone unturned, single-handedly managed to arrange all these things. With some of the tips she was collecting from all the teachers, and teachers encouraged. He doesn't know actually the system of celebrating this Science Day in the Vidyalaya. So I am thankful to you, Madam, by calling me to this dash for this purpose, and my sincere thanks, as well as I have been mesmerized by the children, because after a gap from the dash in front of the mic, it is difficult to say. So our tiny tots from the primary side performed as per their best, for which they deserve thanks. So let us have a huge round of applause for our tiny tots. So definitely the teachers of our junior section, as well as the parents who are behind the screen, they are praiseworthy for this, because a step ahead can construct a building. That is the motto of science. You are stepping a step, definitely you will get success. So with that, I would like to encourage in the similar way to the senior students also present here, and those who are online also, because the platform is not a limitation for your innovations. That's what our Dr. C.V. Raman encouraged the India when India was not independent. So far as his life cycle is concerned, many struggles he has been faced during his life cycle. On 7th November 1988, with a moderate family in Chennai, it was Madras, born the gem for India, the science gem. And then after started his career, it's a golden career, golden academic career. He was having the interest in physics right from his childhood. So far as his research are concerned, he was always interested with the projects, different small innovations, spectroscopy, spectrums, means about light. Always he was interested about that. Right from the beginning, that was his interest. The field of science, specifically with light. So with that, he started many experiments in the early age, and you will be astonished to know he completed his graduation with first class first from Madras at the age of 16 only, and at the age of 18 completed the post-graduation level with physics, with topper of the university. During graduation level, he was the youngest in India so far. During graduation level, he published the article in the magazine and highlighted in the world by that about the spectroscopy, light phenomena. एक छोटा सा सवाल बच्चे आपको पूछते हैं, क्या आप लाइट को देख सकते हैं? Can you see light? We can't see. Then what we see? Its reflection we see. Interesting. It was unknown. before that. This fact was unknown. We can't see light. Light is coming here. We can't see that. But its reflection when coming to our eye, then only we can see. So these are the effects of light, that is reflection, refraction and dispersion. These three important parameters which light always show. His experiment was confined to dispersion particularly. So what is that actually for which he is the great scientist? So small about that only I am telling to you, but you can understand. Generally we see that when light travels through a transparent medium, it travels and travels, or not? Because all of us think that transparent medium is not a hurdle for light. Would you believe? Do you agree with me? 9th class students, you are the senior most here. A transparent medium is not a hurdle for light. Do you agree with me? But I am not agree with you. So this is actually science. I do not agree. Because Dr. C.V. Raman was not agreed with this phenomenon. So he told that when light passes through any transparent medium, then definitely it will show some changes. What type of changes? The light has certain particles, particular nature, molecules are there with the light. These are called as the photons. And photon particles, when they move through the transparent medium, will change their characteristics. उनका characteristics बदल जाता है. But ये हमको नहीं लगता. We may not realize that. एक आम आदमी के लिए ये समझ में नहीं आएगा. We believe that the light is coming from sun and reaching us, we can see the things. But what are the changes which are occurring through the light when it is coming from sun to us or from any light source to us is fascinating. So that's what he established, that when it passes through the transparent medium, then the molecules with the molecules through which the light they are propagating show the changes. What are the changes? That two changes happen to them. One change with the wavelength. Wavelength I think you understand. Class 9 students, do you understand wavelength? छोटे बच्चे आपको wavelength मतलब एक स्टेप समझो. जैसे हर बच्चों का स्टेप अलग अलग है कि नहीं. एक छोटा बच्चा जाएगा उसका स्टेप छोटा है, एक बड़ा बच्चा का स्टेप बड़ा है. Just you understand in that way. You do not understand wavelength. But class 9th onwards they can understand what is the wavelength. Because light travels in the form of wave, not straight. And the wavelength changes and frequency also. Frequency is a factor related to time. So he concluded that when light travels to any transparent medium, 1 out of 1 lakh, not every photon particles they are not changing. Every 1 out of about 1 lakh got this change. And he observed this for the first time. कि 1 लाख रे से पार्टिकल से फोटॉन्स का एक चेंज हो रहा है. इस प्रकार का चेंज शो कर रहा है. बिकॉज ऑफ गेनिंग हायर एनर्जी फ्रॉम दिस मीडियम. द मीडियम में बी सॉलिड जैसे ग्लास हुआ, द मीडियम में भी लिक्विड जैसे वाटर हुआ, एंड द मीडियम में भी गैस suppose air हुआ. These are the transparent mediums in front of us. So through all these media, where light travels, its wavelength and the frequency will get changed. A revolution has been made by that. But a new thing he told. And this phenomena concluded as one effect on spectroscopy. And the great effect is named in the honor of our honorable scientist as the Raman effect. And by his innovations and the discovery, he got Nobel Prize for this also. The first Asian who got Nobel Prize in science is our Dr. C.V. Raman. So let us have a huge round of applause for the great soul of India. We are proud to be Indian. We have Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose. We have Dr. C.V. Raman. We have even our Abdul Kalam sir. And we have many scientists so far. Even under the British rule, for the first time, Dr. C.V. Raman elected as the first chairperson of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, the first Indian director of Indian Institute of Science, where British rule was there in 1933. So after getting Nobel Prize in 1990 as the first Asian in the field of science, that is particular physics, then our government after independence decided that this gem, this person who left us from this earth on 1970, before that decided to honor with Bharat Ratna, the first civilian award to Dr. C.V. Raman in the year 1954. After that, 28th February, which is the date of discovery of Raman effect, 28th February, that's right. This date is considered as the date of Raman effect, has been celebrated in India as the National Science Day. We will be proud to him that many more research have been made for that. If you could visit our IMMT in Bhubaneswar, then you could get these instruments. Raman effect instruments are there. These are available. You can see that also. What is actually the Raman effect? Under the spectroscopy, or if you do the research in the field of science in your future, then also you could know more about these things. To this, every year we are having some theme for this science day, and this year in 2022 the theme for National Science Day is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future. So under sustainable development we have seen the water harvesting by one of our television. So that is the motto, that is the theme, that integrated approach in science and technology for a sustainable future. This is the theme for this year, Science Day. And so far as the achievements are concerned, sky is the limit. Time and again I say this thing to you. You can also start research. कभी कभी मन में आता है सब तो निकाल दे, मैं क्या करूँ? कुछ नहीं निकला, अभी भी कुछ नहीं निकला. न्यूटन बोले थे ना, इतना सारा निकालने के बाद भी क्या बोले थे? What he told? Only collected a grain of sand out of the vast science. साइंस अगर एक शोर है, शोर में जितना सैंड पार्टिकल देखो, सी शोर जाओगे कितना सैंड पार्टिकल, उनमें से ओनली 1 grain he has collected. So that's why our young scientists who are sitting in front of me must be inspired. To be inspired, you should be inspired by these great scientists of India, and try your innovations. Think the situations in a different way. You will get better and the best innovations also, discoveries also in your future, and we will be proud of you that we were your teachers. Thank you for your patience listening to me. Thank you, one and all present here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening our students National Science Day. The better life we are living today is the result of so many sacrifices and untiring efforts. You know, Madame Curie's invention is now curing the cancer patients, but she herself died out of cancer. Louis Braille was himself a blind, but with his Braille script, many visually impaired persons are able to learn. Now, I would like to invite Priyanka Mishra of class 8 to enlighten us about some great Indian scientists who has made us proud. Priyanka.
Scientists are great individuals. They bring about innovation. They introduce us to new things. They are the ones who have the power to uncover and discover things which may be in front of us, but we couldn't see them or discover them. Scientists play a very crucial role in the development of a country and the world as a whole. One invention can benefit thousands of lives. Every necessary thing we use in our day-to-day lives is the result of many sacrifices and tremendous efforts made by some renowned scientists. Indian scientists have played a stellar role in the development of India from the ancient to the modern world. In the short span of its post-independent history, India has achieved several great scientific achievements. Indian scientists have proved their mettle in the face of international sanctions and have made India one of the scientific powerhouses of the world. Good morning, everyone. This is Priyanka Mishra of class 8. On this auspicious occasion of National Science Day, I am going to tell about some of the great scientists of India. Sir C.V. Raman. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman was an Indian physicist born in Tamil Nadu. He is known worldwide for his pioneering work on the scattering of light. He is notably the first Indian not white to receive the Nobel Prize in Physics. He discovered that when light travels through a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes in wavelength. This phenomenon, named to the Raman scattering, is a result of the Raman effect. The Indian government honored him with its highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, in 1954. Homi J. Bhabha. Today, India is the boss of nuclear power. He was the one man who started it all. Homi Jahangir. Sir Bhabha, one of the India's best nuclear physicists. He quit his illustrious career in Great Britain to start our country's nuclear program. He was the founding director of two research institutions in India, the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research and the Trumbay Atomic Energy Establishment, which has now been renamed as Bhabha Atomic Research Center. He died in an air crash, which still isn't controversial. Sir APJ Abdul Kalam. If we owe it to a Homi J. Bhabha for starting nuclear program in India, we owe it to our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, to make the superpowers look at India in fear. He played a pivotal organizational, technical and political role in India's Pokhran 2 nuclear test in 1998 that couldn't be detected by any satellite. He, better known as the Missile Man, is respected for his development of missile and launch vehicle technology. The 11th President of India, he was born in Tamil Nadu. He was responsible for Indian civilian space program and military missile development efforts. Dr. Kalam became the project director of India's first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, who successfully deployed Rohini satellite in Earth's orbit. He was widely referred to as the People's President. India honored him with the highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. So these are about some of the scientists of India. That's all. Thank you everybody and have a nice day.
Well done, Priyanka. Now is the time to see some more wonders of science. For this, I would like to invite the secondary students to perform their experiments. Biswajit.
Good morning everybody. I am Mr. Perda from class 6. Today I am going to do an experiment with the help of a glass, a cardboard and a coin. Now I will place this cardboard in the top of the glass and a coin at the bottom of the cardboard. Can you imagine that the coin will directly So here you can see that the coin goes directly into the glass. Why this happened? This is due to the inertia of rest with the coin. You will be wondering to know what is inertia. Inertia is the natural tendency of a body to remain in a state of rest or of uniform motion. When I strike this cardboard, the coin resists to change its state of rest quickly and hence fall to the glass. And the unbalanced forces like gravity and friction help it to stop gradually. Another experiment I am going to do is of rising water. Here I have taken a plate and lighted a candle. Now I will pour some colored water in the plate like this. Now I will place this glass over the candle. So here you can see that as time goes by, the candle's light gets off, and at the bottom the water is rising up. This happened because fire needs oxygen for burning. When we place the glass over the candle, the fire used up all the oxygen present inside, and when the oxygen got used up, the vacuum space inside the glass created a pressure that caused the water to rise up. Thank you.
Panda for his presentation.
Good morning, my name is Dikshesh Panda from class 6. I will present two experiments. First, the topic of rainbow rain. First we need to take a glass, then put the water into the glass, and then cooking oil. And then add some food colors. And see in the downward force. It will happen because the oil has less density itself.
second experiment. See in this paper nothing is written. Nothing is written. And afterwards we have to place like this. And this is the second one. First we have to write in the lemon and the birds. We have to write something. And we have to place.
Up and down, up and down. Yes, yes. Yes, slowly. And see. Good.
It has been written.
morning everyone, myself Satyamekar of class 8. Today I will do 3 experiments about some general facts about science. First, you have to guess the names of the liquid. Yes, you are right that. Yes, it is the honey. And then I will take another liquid and you have to also guess the name. Yes. The liquid is the water and then at last the last liquid.
उसको देखा करिए क्या चेंजेस आ रहा है.
You can see that honey settled down and water was floating over it. So then I will take the another liquid over it. Tell the name. Oil. Yes. The last liquid is the oil. Then we will put some, and over the water the oil floats over it. So we will take some objects and see whether it floats or sinks in it. So first of all, we will take a nut bolt. You can see this. Then put it. You can see that it sinks in the honey. Can you guess what is the reason behind this? Then we will take another object. The sieving bin, and we will put sieving bin in this. You can see that it floats in the honey but sinks in the water. Then we will put a bottle cap. You can see that it floats in water and sinks in oil. And at last we will put a sponge in it. See, it floats on oil. It is due to the density. First of all, we will see that what is density. Density is the amount per unit size. And the SI unit of density is kilogram per cubic meter. The density of honey is 1420 kilogram per cubic meter, so it is zinc. And then water has the density of 997 kilogram per cubic meter. And the oil has the 870 kilogram per cubic meter. So that's why it floats over one by one. So then experiment number 2, or you can also tell that it is like a acetate. You can see it is a glass of water, and we have already read from the lower classes that water does not conduct fire. But I will make it true. See that? You can see that fire is on the way. If you cannot see, then I will burn a paper. Fire is on the way because of the complete combustion of sanitizer. As the sanitizer contains 50% of alcohol, but in a distance it seems to be invisible. Then experiment number 3. In this experiment, I will also pour some water in it and add some pepper. See, the glass contains pepper. Then when I will put finger in it, it spreads away. What is the phenomenon known as? When I will put finger in this, the pepper spreads away. It is because when I put toothpaste or glass cleaner, sanitizer or hand wash in it, it breaks the water tension. So surface tension. Then however the molecules will wanted to go spread away from this or undergo to make the tension taking the paper with them. So I hope that these experiments will help you to learn little bit science in this occasion of National Science Day. You can also try this at home, but I advise you to do these experiments under your elder's supervision. Thank you and have a great day.
I invite Aryan Mahanta for his experiment.
Hello everyone, my name is Aryan Mahanta from class 7 and today I am going to show you two simple experiments. As you can see, the two balloons are coming closer instead of going away from each other. Why this happens? I have another experiment. Why this happens? Why the piece of paper did not get inside the bottle? Why did it fall? This is due to a simple fact which I am now going to tell you. This is because when I blow inside the bottle, the fast moving air creates a low pressure region in the starting of the bottle. The wind from the high pressure region started moving outside the bottle and this pulls the piece of paper outside. We are always, for example, we are used to tell that we should not stand near the railway track when a fast moving train is about to pass us. This is because the fast train creates a low pressure region and we get pulled towards it. This is why we are told that we should not stand near a railway track when a fast moving train is about to pass us. Thank you.
Very good, Aryan. Next, I would like to invite Aditya and Amrut of class 8 for their demonstration.
Good morning everyone, myself Aditya Usman and this is my partner Amrut of District South. So on today's occasion, we are going to present two experiments.
एक करो डालो इसमें
जो ले रहा है बताते जाओ.
सो जनरली जब मैं आपको वाटर बॉईल करने के लिए कहूँगा तो सबसे पहले आप मेटल का नाम लोगे क्योंकि वो एक गुड कंडक्टर है हीट का. लेकिन मैं आज आपको पेपर कप में वाटर बॉईल करके दिखाऊंगा. सो पेपर कप का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर
हो रहा है पानी गर्म हुआ
थोड़ा सा
खाना है ना बच्चों को इसको बुला के दिखाओ हमको पेपर कप इज नॉट बॉर्निंग Look, the paper cup is not burning, right? Generally, जब हम पेपर को आग में रखते हैं तो वो जल जाता है, right? But this time the paper cup is not burning, and after some time the water will rise in temperature. It will become hot, right? Yes. Explain.
सो पेपर कप का इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बहुत कम होता है इसलिए वो जल्दी आग पकड़ता है. सो इग्निशन टेम्परेचर मीन्स द लोएस्ट टेम्परेचर.
ठीक है. At which anything catches fire.
सर बताए ना, बोलो.
The lowest temperature at which the fire can easily catch fire. The substances catches fire.
So basically the paper have a low ignition temperature, that's why it catches fire easily generally. But when we keep water inside it, the heat absorbed by the paper cup got transferred to the water. That's why the paper cup did not attain its ignition temperature. So that's why the paper cup is not burning, and as the water is getting the heat, the water gets boil up after some time. Okay?
चलिए इग्निशन टेम्परेचर इज ए टेम्पररी फिनोमेना, ये किसी का परमानेंट नहीं है। जैसे पेपर कप का कोई परमानेंट इग्निशन टेम्परेचर होता नहीं है। ड्राई था एक प्रकार का, जब उसको वेट कर दिया, पानी में गीला कर दिया, टेम्परेचर वो इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बदल गया, तो इग्निशन टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया, और कुछ डालो और बढ़ जाएगा, तो आग नहीं लगेगा। इसीलिए आज के टाइम हम लोग पानी डाल देते हैं, उसका इग्निशन टेम्परेचर को बिगाड़ देंगे। ठीक है ना?
First we will put 1 spoon shampoo in a glass, then some paste, then some lemon, then some detergent, then some vinegar,
What happened? हाँ? क्या नहीं होगा? झाड़ नहीं होगा। अमाउंट से लगाना चाहिए। चैप्टर ऐसे नहीं करना है, जैसे बताया था। जो भी एक्सप्लेन करना है कर दो।
in shampoo there is sodium laureth, in paste there is sodium fluoride, in lemon there is citric acid, in detergent there is sodium carbon, in vinegar there is acetic acid.
ठीक है, this much? और कोई रख दो फिर। Okay, give them a big round of applause. क्यों आसमान में जगमग करते तारे, क्यों धरती चल 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 कर भी नहारे, क्यों एक ही बेग से गिरती हैं चीजें सारी, क्यों चीजें कुछ हल्की है कुछ है भारी। ऐसे ही बहुत सारे सवालों का जवाब है विज्ञान। तो अभी मैं क्लास से प्रियव्रत महापात्र को पोडियम में इनवाइट करती हूँ। विज्ञान के डेली लाइफ पे हमारा क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है उसको समझाने के लिए। प्रियव्रत।
Science may set limits to knowledge, but not set limits in imagination. Science may set limits to knowledge, but not set limits in imagination. A warm good morning to all of you, Honorable Principal Sir, respected teachers, and all my. Today, on the auspicious occasion of National Science Day, I, Priyavrat Mahapatra, of Class 7, is going to say something on the topic how science can bring a change in society. So just over 100 years ago, people had no idea how we inherit and pass on traits, or how a single cell could grow into an organism. They did not even know that atoms themselves had structure. The word itself means individual. They did not know that matter had very strange property that defy the common sense, or why there is gravity. And they had no idea how things began, whether it was life on Earth or the universe itself. So almost every modern invention has one or often many fundamental discoveries that make it possible. Sometimes these fundamental discoveries were hundreds of years old. Neither jet engines nor rocket would be possible without the knowledge of Newton's law of motion. Genetic technologies are like to present society with some of the big questions about how we see ourselves and what we want to use our greater understanding and capability for. That is also true that the Big Bang theory of how the universe came into existence 100 years ago, mysteries such as how the universe came to exist were for many formed in the realms of faith. Discovery themselves are morally neutral, but the views we make of them are not. One discovery that shifted our view of the world in two distinctly divergent directions was nuclear fission. Its discovery led to the development of the most destructive weapons known. So society has been transforming ever since people could make note. Consequently, so has science. So science has indeed impacted society and continues to influence it until the present. It has changed what we believe, how we live our lives. By improving our lives, science has given mankind the chance to consider such concerns as education, justice, and even ethics to create civilization and to enhance human life conditions. But it has also given us the power to be able to cause destruction among all the improvement made. By immensely changing our perspective of food, quality, length of our lifespan, and even changed our moral principle. And the best philosophy ever known to mankind, science has immeasurably ameliorated society. Science knows no country because knowledge belongs to humanity and is the torch which illuminates the world. Science is the highest personification of the nation because that nation will remain the first which carries the furthest words of thought and intelligence. Now, I would like to say about some of the amazing facts on gravity or the gravitational force. First, the moon stays in place because of gravity. If gravity did not exist, then the moon would have probably floated away by now. Second, Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity. Isaac Newton is the scientist who discovered gravity. It is believed that he came up with the gravitational theory after he watched an apple fall from a tree. Third, gravity causes the tides in the sea. This is because gravity makes everything in the universe pull on each other. Fourth, gravity saves our life. Gravity is very important. If we did not have gravity, then we would not even be here. Sixth, in the whole universe, black holes have the biggest gravitational pull. We need to stay away from black holes. They have the biggest gravitational pull in the whole universe. And the last 7 point, gravitational force provides us energy. Now the question arises, then can science help us in future? Its answer is yes. 100% science is going to help us in future. It has helped us in past, it is helping us at present and will help in future too. Anything in this world is because of science. From every modern gadget to building communication, bridges, plane, vehicle, machines, accessories, etc. Even farming is reliant on science for production of extra crop. If just for 1 second electricity cuts out everywhere, it will lead to a loss of billions and trillions of money. At last, but not the least, that one of the greatest scientists, APJ Abdul Kalam, had once said that science is a beautiful gift to humanity, so we should not distort it. Science is a very beautiful gift to humanity, we should not distort it. By saying this, I complete my speech here. Thank you and have a nice day.
Let's go.
Well done, Priyavrata. Then I would like to request our respected principal sir to enlighten our students about the National Science Day. Please.
Don't talk.
Good morning. So, good morning to everybody. And, my dear teachers, my dear students. So, every year we are celebrating the National Science Day, but due to the pandemic situations, last 2 years physically we could not conduct this type of day, which is most important actually for all of us, because this day our previous speakers, student speakers, teacher speakers, they have in detail told you about the importance of the day, why we observe this day, and the contribution of Dr. C.V. Raman. Because of this Raman effect, he got the Nobel Prize in 1930, and this Raman effect discovered in 1928. So briefly I am speaking here. And you first see the saw this one, the changes, why the color of the water is blue in the ocean. The spectrum theory, the scattering of light, dispersion of light, all this theory actually the treasure of the knowledge, what was hidden became to the public. So he discovered such things which the world recognized, and he was conferred with the Nobel Prize in 1930. It is the day not only to observe, every year we are talking about Dr. C.V. Raman, his contributions, because this day we observe to salute our heroes. Heroes of our country means those who contributed in the field of science. They discovered the many things, and it is useful for our daily life activities. We feel comfortable, we get our work very easily by using all the electronics items, machines, appliances. This is the contribution of scientists. The scientists are the great heroes, and you all are the junior scientists, so you all are heroes. So we salute all heroes, all our junior scientists, those who are continuously striving to create the new things in their life. Dear children, it is the day to introspect ourselves, to rethink in which way we should go. Because you know that various activities performed by the students here. Only theoretical knowledge, what we discussed in the classroom, is not sufficient. When we understand, we get the knowledge theoretically, we also try to perform through various activities in the classrooms, in the laboratories, or at home with the guidance of the adults. This is very, very essential. Once we involve through the various activities, we get the hands-on experiences, and then we believe that okay, this is the things. Actually, it is true. It is a fact. It is happening. हम देख रहे हैं. ऐसे आम आदमी जो when they do not know the process of getting the light, what Mr. Swami also told, that हमको believe होता है कि हम actually direct sunlight हमको मिल रहा है, light मिल रहा है. But it is not directly we are getting, through reflections we are getting. So the process of transmission of light in the matter in different states is very, very important that the students should study, and I hope that in the future, if you understand the things, if you go into the deeper meaning of this spectroscopy, you may find some other things in your life also. So this is very, very important for us in the students' occasion, for the students to involve yourself, find the new thing. This is the beginning, this is the first step, that you are performing various activities of your textbooks and some other books, you are doing projects. We encourage our students, what you call our junior scientists, to perform such activities. First you do the activities, what is given practically, you find out, you see, you realize, you understand, you apply, and then you try your ideas and try to create the new things. That means we are moving towards the innovation. That is experimentation and innovation. First we are experimenting and then innovating certain things. कोई भी फील्ड में हो, हम उसको इनोवेट करें. अगर हम कुछ चीज पढ़ते हैं, कोई एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए पढ़ते हैं, तो हम दूसरों से, टीचर्स से सुनते हैं कि ऐसा पढ़ना चाहिए, प्रिंसिपल से सुनते हैं कि कैसे पढ़ना चाहिए, परीक्षा में चर्चा में करते हैं कि किससे, मतलब हम लोग दूसरों से सुन करके करेंगे, ये हमारा माइंड में है. ये तो हमारा फर्स्ट स्टेप है. कभी कभी हम ये भी सोचते हैं कि हम कैसे पढ़ें, कुछ नया तरीके से कैसे पढ़ें, किस तरीके से पढ़ने से हमको याद होगा, किस तरीके से पढ़ने से हमको और अच्छा से समझ में आएगा. टीचर्स तो बोल रहे हैं, और भी बहुत स्पीकर से, काउंसलर से सब बोल रहे हैं, हमारा माइंड को कम यूज करें. सो फर्स्ट स्टेप के बाद तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है कि हमको इनोवेट करना है और उसको प्रैक्टिकली करके देखना है. एंड व्हेन वी गेट द बेनिफिट्स, then we become the counselor and we are counseling the other students also. Then we are bringing it to the forum. तब आपको क्या होगा, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बढ़ेगा. Then you will say, sir, you see now, this is my own ideas, I am doing this and I am getting the result. And then you advise, you suggest the other students also, you do accordingly, you will get the benefit. So innovation is very, very important. Once you start doing, then definitely in the long run you will be a good innovator and you will become a scientist, because the India needs scientists. So we put stress on the extra research work, innovation work. ये वर्क में हम ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस दे रहे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स को एक्टिविटीज मेथड्स में ही पढ़ने के लिए बोल रहे हैं. उसका रीजन ये है क्योंकि आप देखिए, हम लोग कोई साइंस एग्जीबिशंस में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, कोई नेशनल साइंस कांग्रेस हो रहा है, साइंस एग्जीबिशंस का बात कर रहे हैं, अदर इंस्पायर अवार्ड्स में उसमें हम पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं. तो हम लोग को मतलब यही प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है कि हम कैसे पार्टिसिपेट करें. एक मन में खुद ये इच्छा होना चाहिए, दैट इंटरेस्ट इट मस्ट बी अराउज्ड इन आवर माइंड, दैट आई मस्ट पार्टिसिपेट, आई मस्ट ट्राई. ये इंटरेस्ट अगर मेरा होगा तब जाकर के मैं आगे बढ़ पाऊंगा. सो इट इज द साइंस डे एंड लेट अस रीथिंक. And my students, you find out the things, you do certain things, and from the very beginning you try. It is not matter of 1 day or two days. कोई मॉडल को देख करके कॉपी पेस्ट करके एक मॉडल तैयार करके अगर हम आ जाएंगे तो उसमें हम आगे बढ़ नहीं पाएंगे. बार ये इनिशियल स्टेज है, हम प्राइमरी लेवल में उसको करते हैं, मिडिल लेवल में उसको अलग तरीके से एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म करते हैं. जब हम सेकेंडरी लेवल में आ जाते हैं तो उसी को मॉडिफाई करके हम कैसे ये सब एक्टिविटीज जो है
हमारा जो इंस्पर में हम पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, नेशनल साइंस कांग्रेस में पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, हम नेशनल साइंस एग्जीबिशंस है उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। जब आप पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज़ वहाँ परफॉर्म करेंगे, कुछ जो एक्टिविटीज है उसको न्यू वे में अगर हम उसको भी प्रेजेंट करते हैं इन a modified manner also, then also it is one type of achievement. So I hope that all of our students will improve their scientific temperament, involving themselves in the various activities scientifically, and try to innovate certain things and come with these ideas to the teachers, to the institution, so that it will be exposed to in the outside and your activities, and definitely one day you will be recognized and you will be awarded, and it will be beneficial for the society. I hope so. So let us once again I request all our students to involve themselves in such type of activities and come forward. हम ये भी करते हैं, अगर एक students some kind of new things performing also from the school sides also, it will be rewarded. No doubt, but the same thing आप repeatedly उसी activities को करेंगे तो उसमें तो something new things you are doing and you come with such ideas with your model prototype work. If you are doing and coming also, it will be recognized by the schools, and at the time of requirement through various activities your name will be sent. So thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an encouraging speech. Students, you must heard about the Ukraine-Russia war?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So basically, like the two sides of a coin, science also can be destroy our life. It is properly, like the weapons, atom bombs, right? Used for the betterment of the society, not for the destruction. So at last, I would like to invite Dr. Trupti Mahanta ma'am for the vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
प्रकृति के प्रति मन में सम्मान और हृदय में प्यार है। प्रकृति के प्रति मन में सम्मान और हृदय में प्यार है तो विज्ञान पूरी मानवता के लिए एक सुंदर उपहार है। राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान दिवस की शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू सो मच श्रद्धांजलि मैम टू गिविंग मी सच अपॉर्चुनिटी। Gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and distilled and used up in order to exist at all. Good morning to all. I, Trupti Mahanta, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, on behalf of the KV2 Science Club, KV2 family, I would like to thank our Honorable Principal Dr. D.K. Tripathi sir, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion and his words of encouragement. I would like to thank the students who participate here and exhibit their experiments, the lesson they learned from their textbooks, and they show us here their experiments, what they have learned in their textbook, which is very enjoyable. Now I would like to extend my vote of thanks to our well-wisher Mr. T.K. Swine sir for his unstinted support and guidance for this occasion. I owe a special gratitude to the colleagues who have worked hard to ensure that this occasion become a memorable success. I would like to thank all good hearts who work behind the screen. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students for your participation, experiments,
and cooperation in making this function a resounding success. Once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, class. Go.
Thank you.
जोर से आवाज तो नहीं आई। एक बार और थैंक यू क्लैप दो।
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I will not miss this opportunity to use this podium to thank all our respected teachers to help me to organize this event. Without their help, this not be possible. This is not be possible. So thank you all of you. Thank you all the teachers. So now I would like to request Pari ma'am to give the command for the national anthem.
Okay. सभी बच्चे अपनी जगह पर सीधे खड़े होंगे। और हम ये हाथ बना लिया था इधर। अरे मैं दे जल्दी। सारे लगे सारम। विश्राम। सीधे लाइन सीधा। पूरा लाइन सीधा। इधर दे। आप आगे आ जाओ। सारम। विश्राम। सभी बच्चे सावधान एक साथ भूल गए सब विश्राम सावधान विश्राम सावधान ऐसे गाना शुरू करेंगे श्रोतान जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा सीधे रहो भारत माता की भारत माता की भारत माता की विद्यालय विसर्जन विद्यालय विसर्जन विद्यालय विसर्जन वंदे कहाँ जा रहे हो कौन बोला आप लोगों को डिस्पर्स होने के लिए नया क्लास डोंट गो ओनली 10 क्लास